The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsors.
This is Denise Nostrom, CEO and founder of Diversified Financial Solutions. Now more than ever, investment advice is needed. Not just where best to invest your money, but why. Are you investing for your future retirement? Are you retired and looking to maximize your income? Are you maximizing your income and concerned with leaving money for your loved ones? Are you investing for your retirement at the same time saving for your children's education and at the same time saving to buy another home? Are the markets in line with your goals? Are your goals ever changing? Please contact me at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691, or visit us at diversifiedfinancial.biz. For over 25 years, I have been helping individuals, families, and business owners navigate through all market conditions with only one goal in mind, my clients. Visit me at diversifiedfinancial.biz or call Denise Nostrom, founder of Diversified Financial Solutions, at 631-758-8691. That's 631-758-8691 for a conversation about my most important client, you. Hi, I hope you are all doing well on this fine Friday. Thank you for tuning in today. You are listening to the Financial Chick Show, and I am the Financial Chick. My name is Denise Nostrom, the CEO and owner of Diversified Financial Solutions, a full-service independent financial planning firm located in Medford. I am here live every Friday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. on 103.9 LI News Radio. Your Financial Chick is here to help you make better financial decisions and choices to improve your life and reduce your anxiety and stress about money. If you have any questions on anything we discuss on the show, you can check out my website at financialchickshow.com. We are also on Facebook at Diversified Financial Solutions. So like our page and get updates and see what's happening. And make sure you check out the website. A lot of changes going on. And this show today is actually going to link you to the website or direct you to the website for some things that we're talking about. But what a great day, right? Coming here, I was driving here, windows open, 72 degrees. It did take a little bit to get it going, though. This morning, it was warm, but it was very cloudy. We went out for lunch to grab something to eat, and we were going into the abyss, into the clouds. It was just crazy. But on the way here, 72 degrees. It's fantastic in the end of March. This is really cool. I hope it's not like a teaser, but we'll take it any way we can get it, I'm sure, right? So it's been another busy week. People are getting their vaccines, and we're hearing about it. They're talking about it, and people are feeling better. It's so great to see that we're moving in the right direction. People are returning to their offices slowly but surely. Concert dates are back on schedule. Last year we had a concert cancel, of course, like all of them. I think we have a date in July, so that's pretty exciting. Broadway may be opening in September. Fun fact, we're going to have somebody actually that works in Broadway on the show over the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited to have him come on. It's one of my clients, so he can give us the down low and the real down and dirty of what's going on in Broadway. We are still taking it one day at a time, though, because things are always subject to change, but we are certainly in a better place than we were a year ago. I do have one update from last week. We talked about the IRS officially extending the date to file our taxes from April 14th to May 17th this year. Last week, the change was only for the federal portion of your taxes, but thankfully, 4 days ago, New York State finally got it together and also extended the tax deadline as well. So that's good for me. Good news. It's kind of like, the shoemaker's son, or maybe the shoemaker's daughter, whatever you want to say. I need to get my stuff together as well. So this was good news. Just a fun fact. But just so you know, this does not preclude you from having to pay any monies due to the IRS on your tax liability or any quarterly tax payments that are still due on April 15th. So it's just the filing portion. And don't forget, this gives you an opportunity to put away your money into your IRA if you haven't filed your taxes for any deductions that you may want to take, or throw some money into that Roth IRA for the year 2020. You have until May 17th. You got those stimulus checks, so you may not want to just put it in the bank. Think about doing a Roth IRA or an IRA. Don't waste the opportunity. So it's all good. So as you may have heard, March is Women's History Month. So Women's History Month is a celebration of women's contributions to history, culture, and society, and has been observed annually in the month of March in the United States since 1987. I didn't actually realize that myself. That we've really been going at this for a pretty long time. So today, we're going to talk about a topic, what keeps you up at night? Now, the emphasis is going to be on challenges that women have to face. Now, of course, many of these planning topics pertain to both women and men, so I'm not alienating half of my listening audience. So stay tuned, men. You don't have to drop off. But as a woman, you have a lot to think about financially. As a female financial advisor, I can help address those unique financial challenges that women face and may be worrying you out there the most. So knowing the right questions to ask is really the first step in finding solutions. I find this with men and women, but more so maybe with women. They want to work with a financial advisor. They want to get financially savvy or learn things, but they're like, I don't even know the questions to ask. Now, don't feel bad about that, because that's the same thing that happens to me when I have a computer technology person or a computer person come into my office. No idea. Just like, I know it's broken. Can you fix it? So look at me as your computer financial technician. Something's not right. I want it fixed. So that's kind of what I do. Or the other example would be the car. So those are the two things: technology, computers, and cars. Like, if things go wrong, I'm out. But other things I could probably figure out. But those are the two things that intimidate me as a woman. So being a woman enables me to understand, obviously, your issues, since I've gone through or have the same issues. But knowing ways to combat those issues makes all the difference. So a little fun fact, too, as I was driving here, I was listening to the radio, and I heard that Shaka Khan actually it's her birthday today, turning 68. And she was famous for that song, I'm Every Woman, right? So that is a song. Well, wait, I think we got a little riff going on here. Hold on. Here we go. There you go. Mm-hmm. I love it. Now, how cool is that? Thank you, Mike, man, for bringing that live here on the air. So that's pretty cool. And so happy birthday to Shaka Khan. But being a woman's topic today, I thought that was very good to kind of put that in the mix. Another thing, I do run a women's nonprofit organization called Power of Women Exchanging Resources, Inc. We actually had an event, our first virtual event last night, which went well, beer and oils, with one of my, she's the secretary of the group, Kim Dominicio. So a shout out to her. We paired some wines with the oils and even Girl Scout cookies. So that was awesome. So one of the things as I do in my nonprofit life with my nonprofit organization, but also as a financial advisor, is try to empower, inspire, and uplift people. Now, it doesn't matter, men or women, but again, like, this is for Women's History Month. But a few stats. Millennial women in particular, ages 23 to 39, are quickly approaching their peak earning years. So that's a pretty exciting thing. I mean, these millennials are growing up now, right? According to the research from the Boston Consulting Group, women currently control 32% of global wealth, or $216 trillion, and that number is only projected to increase. And then thirdly, there's no doubt that women are growing financially and rapidly climbing the career ladder. We see that every day. So a lot of times you hear this stuff. I'm here to empower. We hear this stuff, we don't make as much money, blah, 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 all this stuff. Yes, there's stats, but let's keep it positive. That's what it's all about. If you're throwing out positive vibes and keeping it positive, you have a better opportunity to feel like you can do what you can do. And with my help, I can help you financially. So despite these trends, we'll just kind of give you a few other trends. I don't want to keep it on the negative, but I think it's important to balance it out. It's all about balance. Millennial women are lagging with respect to financial decision making, according to a study by UBS. The same study revealed that surprising statistics that 56% of millennial women defer financial decisions to their husbands. Now, again, this is not good, bad, or indifferent, but as a financial advisor, I think it's super important that both parties, when I set appointments with my clients, I want both, whether it's two female spouses, two male spouses, or a man and a woman, everybody should be at the table, because financial decisions are for everybody. I mean, one person can't know more than the other, or I should say should not know more than the other. We know things happen, and both parties have to be in the know. So female investors trail their male counterparts when it comes to investment knowledge and confidence. And that's a part that I'm here to help my female counterparts to make that change. Although nearly half of all men feel comfortable making investment decisions, only 34% of women feel the same way. And that is where I come in. So we're going to talk about today that, like I said, the topics are pretty generic in terms of whether you're a female, male, or whatever the case may be. But there's different things that we have to do. So let's talk about the big one, which is retirement. Women tend to live longer. than men. So try to fully fund your retirement savings to meet your lifestyle and healthcare expenses. That's the most important thing. Don't let fear, make you not do what you need to do. Reach out for help. Get a financial advisor, give my office a call, go to my website, financialchickshow.com. And what's very interesting, we're going to be running to the commercial break very soon, but what's great is that everything I'm going over today, there's an actual pop-up when you go to my website on the first page, what keeps you up at night. You can go in there. All of the questions that I'm going to be talking about today will be there, along with an opportunity to put your name, your email address or phone number where you can contact me and really kind of wean down what questions are important to you. And let's make sure that you sleep well at night. We don't want you staying up at night. Let's answer those questions that are pressing for you. So this is Denise Nostrom, the Financial Chick. We're heading into the commercial break, but make sure you stick around because we're going to talk more about how to not keep yourself up at night with these financial situations. So see you around after the break. Welcome back. This is Denise Nostrom, the Financial Chick. My company is in Medford, and you can reach me at 631-758-8691 or visit my website at financialchickshow.com. We are here to help you on your financial journey. Over the years, things changed, and we are here to help you navigate all those changes. So in honor of Women's History Month, which is almost ending, today I decided to talk about a piece, what keeps you up at night. Now, again, it's geared toward women, but men have some of the same concerns and issues. So really, the show is for everybody. But let's continue with those issues that keep you up at night and ways that we can look to solve them. So before the break, we were talking about retirement. And, for most of us, it's pretty much the same stuff. Will my money last through retirement? Do I need long-term care insurance? What are my retirement investment options? What should I do with my employer retirement plan? Sometimes even if you leave your job, you want to know what to do with that plan. I'm retiring soon. What should I do now? But one of the things that's a little bit different with women is how could leaving the workforce to start a family impact my retirement savings? Now, this is why it's so important to bring all parties to the table. So your significant other, your spouse, how is that going to affect your overall financial goals and aspirations? Not to say that you're not going to do it, but going into a situation, just like anything. I mean, when my husband and I decided to have a child, we planned and made sure that we kind of thought of all the various things, will I be working and how, which I was going to, but, what are we going to do with our daughter, in terms of childcare and all those types of things. And for you out there, a woman that may say, I want to take some time away and just raise my children. And that's an awesome thing to do. But how does that affect and how can you kind of work around those things? Anything is possible, but I think the point is that most people do things before they actually plan them or really look into how it's all going to play out. So if it's being in the know, and I tell my clients this all the time, it's just knowing before we really pull the plug on anything, doing a Roth conversion or whatever it may be, let's take a look how it's going to affect your taxes, how it's going to do all of those different things. So with retirement, women are living longer. So if you're not saving for a couple of years, how is that going to affect? Well, maybe the husband gets more insurance, or maybe, when you're not earning, putting in an IRA for you. I have a few clients, actually talked to him today, that he puts away for his wife. She decided to stay home and to care for the children. It's all good. It's your life. You got to do what makes you happy. But now putting in the financial piece, and that's something I can help you with. Education planning is another area. Now how much should I save for my kids' education if I decide, or decide if I go back to school as a woman? All of those things are important. Will I qualify financial aid? If maybe you're a single woman that's out there and, maybe you were in a lower earning period, maybe this is the hot spot or the sweet spot to go to college because you may get a little bit more financial aid and it'll cost you a lot less. So sometimes you take a step back, get education, whether you're becoming a nurse or a lawyer or a doctor, whatever it is that you want to do. Sometimes taking that step back and just kind of catching up, but having a plan to do it. So education, whether you decide to go back to school yourself or need to pay for children's education, make sure, again, you plan early. Life events, gosh, don't we all have them? But, how do we manage our finances after we get married? it's a conversation that is so important. And when many people don't have that, about a couple of years ago, I wrote a piece in, I think it was U.S. News and World Reports about finances and marriage. So if at any point, if you're on my website and you want to have me discuss a topic on the air that you're really interested in, like maybe love and marriage, how to deal with finances, drop me a line, send me an email at dnostrom@pbsrep.com. I'll do a show just tailored to that. So let's make this interactive. So let's do those types of things. But back to the life events. What happens to my 401k if I change jobs? What options are if I get laid off? And I'm sure some of us had to deal with that over this past year. What if I'm getting divorced? What happens to the assets? I just recently had a client contact me about this too. So these are all the things as the financial chick that I can help you to navigate all of these waters. Now, I'm not an attorney. I'm not going to assist you with getting divorced or marry you as the pastor. but what I will do is kind of help you with all of these different life events. So, they did a study that you don't want to be among the 43% of women surveyed who delayed life events because of finances. I didn't want to maybe get married because I wanted everything to be perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. Or maybe, on the other side, I didn't want to get divorced because I felt I couldn't do it. Don't make it because of finances. Know the financial consequences of your life event choices and plan for them. So it's all about being happy. We just go around this world once. So you got to do what's best for you. Elder care. This is another area. How does Medicare work? What should I look for if, God forbid, I had to go into a nursing home or I had to get a nursing home for a parent? Alzheimer's disease. What happens if I have to care for my parents? You may be, as a woman, you may be the likely caregiver for aging parents. So if you take the time off of work, be sure to make up for any lost retirement savings, or, make sure you have a plan of attack for that. You may have a job that's wonderful and gives you that time off, but if you don't, how do you navigate that? It's getting all the puzzle pieces together for those types of things. Estate planning is another major category that we need to look at. What should you know about estate planning? That's what I was talking about a little bit earlier, that a lot of clients don't know the right questions. Women come in and go, I want to do this, but I don't know what to ask. As they say, the old adage, no question is stupid. I mean, just ask it. If you have something in your mind that you want to get answered, maybe you're not going to answer it or ask the question in such an eloquent fashion, but just ask it. I'm the kind of person, if people that know me, just say it like you mean it. Do what you need to do, and we'll figure it out, and we'll work it out and make it happen. So don't make, important decisions in a crisis. That's why we want to take a look at estate planning or protecting your estate from taxes. What happens to your family if something were to happen to you or to your spouse or to your significant other? Have you looked at those things? Have you planned for these uncertain things that could happen? And there are ways you can plan for it. That's another thing. People don't think you can. Like, I don't know what, we'll just go with it. We'll figure it out. Sometimes we don't want to know or we don't want to discuss it, but it's better to know and plan and be prepared than to be ill-prepared, because having women that plan ahead financially, in the end, will have more choices. So, and that's something, I always say, try me, man, come in and bring a situation and let's see if we can figure it out. I'm not going to say I can always do it, but in a lot of cases, there's things that you don't see that I do see just from doing this for so long. That's going to, a lot of times, probably my happiest day is when a prospect or a client comes in and goes, I had this horrible thing, and we talk through it, we go over different scenarios, and then we find a solution or something that they didn't realize it was there, and then I see their shoulders go down and they kind of exhale and they feel good about it. So, working with women, don't feel you're out there. You're not out there alone. And final thing is financial basics. More than 60% of women surveyed want to know more about investing. Ask questions, all right? You don't need to know a lot to make good financial decisions. What I help people, records, keeping your records safe and secure, budgeting. How do you do that? I can help you look at that. How to teach little kids about money. I love that part too. I think it's so important. We do our own financial stuff, and we know the schools are starting to get there, but the real work starts at home, teaching our kids on how to do just basic stuff, maybe do their own little budget for themselves or contributions or putting money away for themselves. So there's a lot of different things that are important. And, I guess the biggest thing for me in being a woman in a male-dominated field is that, and I find this to be wonderful, that a lot of the men that I work with, they say, because women do live longer, they say, please take care of my wife. If something were to happen to me, maybe she wasn't really involved or whatever the case may be. And knowing that I have a bunch of clients in my client base that I do that. I'm there and I still can hear, their husbands or, their spouses. And I'm still there helping them, their wives, because that was just very important for me. And I enjoy, having that lineage and that confidence. And I would never give up on that confidence, even though they moved on to their next adventure. But so don't forget, please go to financialchickshow.com. Go to the website. You can see all of these questions right on the first page of the website. It'll pop up. You can click on it. You can check off those things that are important to you. Put your name, your phone number. I can contact you or you can reach me in advance of that. And let's do this. So have a great weekend, big weekend, Passover beginning at sundown tomorrow, Palm Sunday on Sunday, spring break for most kids on Long Island. Enjoy the change of the season, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday.
Advisory services offered through Blackridge Asset Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Securities are offered through Peak Brokerage Services, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Blackridge Asset Management and Diversified Financial Solutions are separate and independent entities from Peak Brokerage Services.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting Management, or its sponsor.